Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we have a journey back in the early 20th century. In 1911, Rutherford proposed a model of atom, still known as the classical model, and was very much accepted at that time. However, later on it was revealed that there were certain aspects of this model that was not able to answer. In 1913, Niels Bohr, who was a Danish physicist, joined Rutherford for his postdoctoral research. Keeping in view the defects in Rutherford's atomic model, Niels Bohr presented another model of atom, known as Bohr's Atomic Model, that was based upon quantum theory, that was proposed by a German physicist Max Planck, which won him the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1918. Thus Bohr used quantum theory of Max Planck as foundation for his model. Before we can fully understand Bohr's atomic model, let's discuss some key aspects of quantum theory. According to this revolutionary theory, energy is not continuous. Energy travels in a discontinuous manner, in the form of energy packets. Each energy packet is known as quanta, and many packets termed as quantum. So, the main point of this theory was, energy is not emitted or absorbed continuously. It is emitted or absorbed in a discontinuous manner in the form of wave packets. Each energy packet or quanta is associated with a definite amount of energy that can only be released or absorbed in a specific amounts. Now, we can understand the concept of Bohr's atomic model. Let me explain some postulates of Bohr's theory. Bohr took hydrogen to explain the structure of atom. He stated that the hydrogen atom consists of a central part known as nucleus. Electrons are revolving in one of circular orbits of radius r around the nucleus. Each orbit has a fixed energy. Electrons revolve in these orbitals with fixed energy. Whenever an electron revolves in its orbit, it does not radiate or absorb energy. Electrons can only exist in certain discrete energy levels. This means that an electron cannot exist in between two energy levels. It's like having steps on a staircase. You can either be on one step or another, but not floating in between. Electrons in the lowest energy level are most stable and closest to the nucleus. These electrons require the least amount of energy to stay in their shells. As we move up the higher energy levels, electrons become less stable and require more energy to stay in those shells. Electrons can jump between energy levels by absorbing or emitting energy. When electron absorbs energy, it gets excited and jumps up to a higher level. When it jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, radiates energy. When an electron jumps between energy levels, energy absorbed or emitted in a discontinuous manner, in the form of small energy packets known as quanta, that has a specific wavelength. This change in energy is given by Planck's equation, where A1 is the energy of first shell, while A2 is the energy of second shell. The change in energy is equal to h and nu, where h represents to Planck's constant, while nu is the frequency of quanta. Bohr also proposed that the angular momentum of an electron in its orbit is quantized. In simpler terms, it means that the electron can only have certain fixed values of angular momentum. Angular momentum is a property of rotating objects. It's all about the relationship between an object's mass, its velocity, and its radius. Imagine spinning a top. As long as it maintains a fixed amount of angular momentum, it will continue spinning without falling over. Similarly, the electron's fixed angular momentum keeps it in its orbit without crashing into the nucleus. So, electrons can revolve only in orbits of fixed angular momentum. That is equal to n, represents to quantum number, or energy level. H is Planck's constant, that is divided by 2 pi. This quantization brings stability to the atom. Now, we can summarize the whole concept of Bohr's atomic model. The quantum theory of Max Planck was used as foundation for this model. The energy of a revolving electron is quantized, as it revolves only in orbits of fixed energy. When an electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit, it absorbs energy. When it jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, radiates energy. Electrons can revolve only in orbits of fixed angular momentum. So, there you have it. Bohr's atomic model explained in simplest way. I hope this video helped you. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more educational content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.